It was a hard time for me when I got out of high school. You know, at that time, back in the early 80s and 70s, you know, when Levelland was a huge oil and gas community and farm community, a lot of it was more important for our daddies for us to go to work. And so, you know, that was the goal then, and education really wasn't a big factor in my family. South Plains College, I started off on the wrong foot. In 1981, I came and stayed about a semester, and then I got a job with an oil company that was basically what I was going to school to do, and got a real good job offer, and that's where I got started in the oil field. But then, you know, over my career, I've realized a lot about where my shortcomings were coming from without that education, that formal education. I did well in business, and had I had a degree to back me, I used to tell people when I went to work for a public company, and I ran that company's drilling division in the U.S. And everybody above me, whether it was a degree in history or philosophy, had a paragraph. And when I left that company, and very fortunate enough to sell out and leave that company, that's when I went back and told my kids, it's not going to be an option. You're going to get a paragraph. And then I came back in I think it was 99. It was a great experience. Took it a little more serious. I made the president's list, had a 4 point, so I did a little better job when I came back for that 1 year. But it was kind of valuable both ways to me, and I think to some of the students that were in the class thinking, why is this guy 34 years old sitting in here and listening to people? You take a different philosophy on it when you went out there and lived it 10 years, and you come back and go, that's why we need to know this. The accounting classes I had with Miss Gregory, things like that were always invaluable to me later on. I would have probably stayed and finished, but I think it was going to be embarrassing for my kids to come to school with me. And so I decided I might move on and let them go ahead and give it a run. In Allied, my main business that I run with my family, we have to have truck drivers, we build equipment, we have a machine shop, we have diesel mechanics, and we have welders and manufacturers. So when you look at what's offered in this one corner of South Plains College out here, we can pull people out of every one of them technology programs. We have employed students at the Welding Technology Center, and we've made schedules fit to where they get out of class at 2 o'clock, and we let them work from 2 o'clock till 11 o'clock and let them raise money and things like that to help them continue their education. We've got 4 former employees, I believe now, that are back at the Welding Technology Center that left Allied and are now instructors that had came with us and then went back, and so they're there. So it's a very important part. And it's a reflection of your business and the education system. If I can take them and get them that much more experience and know what we're really looking for out in the market, then they get to come back here and bring us very qualified employees that are ready to go to work and support their families. So, being involved with the welding school expansion, the expansion is going to just about nearly triple what the facility is today. When you're able to put in this area another, once it's rolling and going, another 45 to 50 a month extra welders out there in the market, it's going to solve a lot of issues. A lot of welders and a lot of people have always came out of South Plains College for all of our businesses and things like that. And so I thought, you know, that's one thing that you can put your mark on, you know, that we can put back and keep it going, and so that was important to me. So, you know, one of the things that I learned through the course of being involved with South Plains, there's different levels of support. And so many of these kids come from this area, and some of them need that little bit of help, some of them need a lot of help. And we have different levels of doing that. So I think every donation is important. A lot of people don't understand that a $500 donation or a $200 donation will buy somebody's books for the year. And, you know, and I think serving on the foundation board when I was there, we saw a lot of that. We saw how appreciative a lot of those students are for $1,000 or $500 scholarships, you know, to come over here. And I think it makes it, a very attractive thing that we have to sell. I've been blessed. I was also taught that if you've been blessed, then you share the blessings. If God let me be successful in what I was able to be successful at, then I think I need to try to make sure that other people have the resources to be just as successful. So, but South Plains has always been important to me. It's very important to our community, and it's very important to the South Plains that it serves. You know, as an employer, with probably over 1,200 employees in different organizations that I'm involved in, there's a position in every company that I have or am involved in that someone could come out of South Plains College and fill. And so it's very important to our workforce. It's important to me to see that go on, and these organizations need our support as individuals, and that's what we take pride in doing.